Okay. Ever walk into a room with over 1,000 strangers and immediately want to teleport back to your hotel room? Yeah, that was me at my first VO Atlanta. You'll want to stick around for this one. Hi everyone! Welcome to In the Booth, the series where voiceover meets real talk, real tips, and just the right amount of chaos. I'm Lauren Michelle Smith, a working voice actor and a self-proclaimed introvert with social anxiety. My friends and family totally shocked when I admitted this. They're like, "You? No, really? You?" Well, today I'm going to share the story of a very overwhelming VO experience. But don't worry, I'm also going to share what I wish I'd learned and a few things that helped me hang in there. Okay, imagine it's the fall of 2023 and I'm itching for more kumbaya from the VO community. I decided to dip my toe into the world of voiceover conferences by attending MAVO, the Mid-Atlantic Voiceover Conference. It's an intentionally intimate conference that happens to be right in my backyard here in Washington, D.C. I was nervous, but I had a good VO buddy that was flying in. I felt like I did a good job of showing up, participating, and if I wasn't in a specific breakout or mastery session, I basically hung out with my VO buddy. I stayed pretty close to my comfort zone. Definitely made me feel overconfident. Fast forward a few months and I decided to go big, literally. I flew down south in the spring of 2024 for VO Atlanta, a massive conference with over 1,000 attendees. Suddenly, that cozy feeling I had from MAVO completely disappeared. Did I mention I felt overconfident? There were so many unfamiliar faces. I was totally overwhelmed, like deer in headlights. Now listen, I've worked in hospitality and events for 2 decades. I've wrangled celebrities, soothed angry clients, and dealt with vendors who messed up critical pieces of a live show on show day. I know how to show up and smile. But here's the thing. Knowing how to perform confidence and actually feeling it are 2 different skill sets. And after all these years, I'd been quietly burning through my reserves. At VOA, the mask slipped. By day 2, I found myself doing slow laps around the floor, pretending to check my schedule, unsure where to sit for lunch. Eventually, I went back to my hotel room and cried. No, let me be real. I sobbed, like ugly crying and hyperventilating. In the moment, I felt like a failure. I'd come all that way to connect, to learn, to show up, and instead, I was crying in my room, wondering what was wrong with me. But here's the thing I've come to realize. Nothing was wrong. My brain just needed a different game plan. And I'm telling you this because no one posts that part. We post the cute tote bag swag and the group selfies and the flashy keynote quotes. But the emotional come down? The "what am I doing here" spiral, that's real too. So let's talk definitions for a moment. An introvert isn't someone who hates people. They're someone who recharges alone, not in crowds. And social anxiety? It's like having an inner monologue that turns every interaction into a high-stakes performance review with no applause. So, going back to my snotty, ugly crying, I wasn't melting down because people were rude. The VO community is genuinely lovely. Everyone sincerely wants you to win. People smiled, said hi, invited me to sit with them. But when you live with social anxiety, that doesn't matter. Your nervous system is already in overdrive. Your brain's running scripts like, you're being awkward, you're taking up space, you don't belong here, they don't want to talk to you. And here's the contradiction I still wrestle with. I'm an empathetic person. If I see someone walk into a room looking nervous or unsure when I'm in a comfortable space, I'll happily jump in and make them feel welcome because I've been there. But when I'm the new one, the same kindness directed at me feels unbearable. Like my body can't process it. My instinct isn't to say thanks, it's to vanish. To hide under a rock and whisper, please don't look at me, I'm about to cry. And when you're an introvert, the sheer volume of interaction, talking, reacting, smiling, nodding, small talking, is like trying to run a marathon on 0 sleep. It's not that I don't like people, it's just too much input. If you're nodding along, you can go to a big conference like VO Atlanta, but it'll take some prep. So here's a few tips. 1, plan your sessions in advance. But remember, they're recorded. If you need a break, you won't miss anything. 2, schedule time to recharge. This is a big one. Seriously, build it into your calendar like a meeting. Stepping away can be a lifesaver. 3, go with someone you know, if you can. A familiar face can ground you, and they might even help introduce you to new folks without that I'm an imposter in a blazer feeling. And 4, remind yourself, observing is participating. You're not failing, you're pacing yourself. If I could go back, I'd give myself a hug and say, you didn't flake. You just maxed out. And that's not weakness, that's information. You're definitely not alone if any of this is resonating with you. That's why I'm sharing this story, to remind you that it's okay to feel all the feels. In a future video, I'll share how I returned to VO Atlanta a year later with a clear plan, a mission, and a fresh mindset. And let me just say, it didn't just go better, it completely changed my perspective. So if you want to see how an introvert can not just survive, but actually thrive in a big VO crowd, make sure to subscribe and stick around later. Drop a comment below. Let me know where my introvert's at. And as always, stay blessed, stay busy, and stay booked. Until next time.